Hey y'all, it's Cassie from Crochet and Chill. I'm gonna attempt to show y'all a better version of how to single crochet. I have a tutorial already, but I don't think it's that great. But it's still there if you want to look at it. It might come down, it might not. But first you start off with a slip knot. If you need a more detailed explanation on how to do that, I have a video on this channel. Alright, now we're going to start with a chain. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1 for a turning chain. Alright, so I got 11 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, now this last one, the 11th one, is for the turning chain. So your actual first stitch is the one before that, the 10th stitch. So to do a single crochet, you just simply put your hook into the top loop of the second loop from your hook. So, oh geez, I never claimed to be a good teacher. Teachers with ADHD and learning problems themselves. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna do this chain again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1 for a turning chain. Alright, so here's the 11th one that I did. We're going to go into the 10th one. So 11, 10. Put your hook on into the top of that stitch. Bring the yarn over. Hook the yarn and pull it through. And pull up a loop. So you got 2 loops on your hook. And then you yarn over and pull through both of them. And that's 1 single crochet. So we're going to use a stitch marker so I can show y'all how. That stitch that you just made right here, it looks weird on camera. Anyway, you put the stitch marker into that first stitch of the row. Then we move to the next. And that stitch marker just hangs around until we get back to it. So you go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, pull up a loop, two hooks on your loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through both of them. And that's 2 single crochet. Go into the next. I always like to put my finger on this loop so it don't slide down to the end and get all jumbled. So go into the next one, which is right here, right next to it. Yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on your hook. My yarn's getting away. Alright, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over. It helps if you roll your hook, kinda. So I like to yarn over and roll back as I'm yarning over, and then roll it forward when I catch the loop, or to catch the yarn. So I'll push it back, push the yarn back, roll it back, and then roll the hook as I'm putting the yarn over it. I don't know if that made any sense, but that's how I do it. Anyway, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we will do that all the way down. And next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yeah, your work feels like it's going to go sideways when you first start, till you get some progress going. You just got to wrangle it. Alright, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Next stitch right here, go into that one, put the hook behind the yarn, pull it up, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Next one. It's really hard to go slow on the first rows because you kind of got to do it quick so the yarn don't, well, I feel like you got to do it quick so the yarn don't get deformed like the loops on the chain, because if you pull like one chain up, it's going to tighten all the ones behind it. So if you pull it up too far, like the actual loop too far, then it'll pull all the rest of these too tight. Okay, so the next loop, we just go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Next one, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. We got 3 chains left, 1, 2, 3. So we go in the next one, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Go in the next one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. This last one is kind of hard to see sometimes, but it's right here. I don't even know if you can see that on camera. See if I can get it just right so y'all can see it. See this loop right here, that one. Ah, stuck. Get out. That loop right there is the last chain, so we want to put our hook through there, not this hook, the one I'm using. So go into that last loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And it's gonna seem a little bit twisty and stuff at first, but it'll straighten out. This is 10 single crochets, and how we count is we flip it this way towards us. I like to flip it this way so I can hold it in my hand, but we have 1. Did you see that? I couldn't see that, so how did y'all see that? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's how you count stitches. Never, ever, 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 ever count this one on your hook, because it doesn't count. It's not finished, so it can't count. Stop shaking, camera. Sorry. Alright, to go to the next row of this, you just, what is that? You chain 1, and then flip it this way. That way your working yarn is behind your work. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back this way for a minute so y'all can see this chain, this one, because this is the first stitch. That's the chain. First stitch, chain 1. So to continue on to row 2, after you chain 1 and turn your work, you go into your very first stitch. Don't count that chain. Go into the very first stitch under both sides of the V on top. You just yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And I know it looks wonky because I pulled that last loop a little too tight. But there's your first single crochet. I would put a stitch marker in it, but that's the first stitch right there. Right here. Not this one. This is your turning chain. This is your first stitch. See? Now it's a V, and then it's got that line is your chain. So the V, I keep hitting the camera with the hook. That right there is your first stitch. So you go into the second one. See that V right there? You want to go under both sides of it. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Get 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And do it again. See the V? You go under both sides of it. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Next stitch, go under both loops, yarn over, and pull through 2. And the next stitch, go in, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. I hope this is working for y'all. If not, maybe you could slow it down a little on YouTube settings, video settings, because I really am trying. Alright, we got 2 left. See, we got 1, 2. So go under both sides of the V, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Then the last stitch is, of course, where your stitch marker is at. We had to put that there so we didn't lose it. So just scoot your stitch marker over and go in that same stitch on both sides of the V. Pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. That is single crochet, my dears. Only 2 rows, but that's single crochet. If y'all have any more questions on how to do single crochet, or if y'all missed a step or something, just leave me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I see it. And that is a curly single crochet. If we did some more rows, then it would straighten out, but this is it for now. Actually, I'll just let y'all watch. Alright, to go to the next row, chain 1, turn your work. This is your first stitch because this is your chain 1. So go in this first stitch under both of the top, both sides of the V on top. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Next stitch. We'll do this the same all the way down. I bet Cambry can get some use out of these videos. She's learning to crochet too. She can make a square. With single crochet, of course. But she's working on it. She's getting a lot better. She's getting to where she crochets whenever I'm not here. Like if I'm at work or something. It's kind of cute. So we got 2 left. This one and this one. Make sure you get both of those. If not, your square will be wonky and one side will be short and your rows will be off, and yeah. Alright, there's 3 rows of single crochet. You're supposed to be moving your stitch marker up, but I didn't. I just wanted to show y'all to put it in the last stitch. That way whenever you go, like, you got your chain going this way, and then you chain 1 and do a single crochet and put the stitch marker in the first stitch, not the last stitch. So after you work the first stitch, put your stitch marker in that stitch. Then finish your row. Usually I would say have 2 stitch markers, 1 for each side. That way you can put one in the first stitch and the last stitch. But yeah, that's your first stitch. Go this way, do the chain 1 and turn, and then you come back this way. Then you'd put your stitch marker. I'm confusing y'all. I'm gonna shut up about stitch markers. I don't really hardly even use them, honestly. But I was gonna try to show y'all how to use them to be helpful. But yeah, you just put the stitch markers in the first and last stitch that you do. That way, no matter how many rows you do, you will always know what your last stitch is. So that has been my word of advice for today, and hopefully y'all like this single crochet stitch tutorial. And don't forget to check out my other tutorials. They should be getting better, or at least getting more of them. Alright, I love y'all, and happy crocheting. Bye.